I'll give a brief primer on what this month has in store for us, and then we'll dive in. So, oh my gosh, it feels like a lifetime since I've seen all of you. We've had the whole month of February, which has been, I don't know. I felt like it was pretty busy, pretty chaotic in the world. There's a lot of chaos going on. We are in the belly, well, maybe sort of the tail end of eclipse season. So I know y'all have probably felt it. I am feeling it. We have a total lunar eclipse happening tonight. So Monday night going into Tuesday. You can look at where, if you're going to be able to see the blood moon. I think most of us on the West Coast ish of the US will be able to see it. I was trying to look up my times earlier. It was between like 2 and 3 in the morning. But lunar eclipse happens during the full moon. So you can go outside if you want to wake up in the middle of the night or early morning to see it. So that just lends a bit of intensity. So obviously there's a lot going on in the world right now. There's a lot just mentally, politically, this chaos we've been talking about for a few months. And so today's class, we're going to focus on what that means for us internally. I'm not going to try to solve the world's problems today here on class, but I do wish to put some of this in perspective for all of us who are trying not only to be good stewards of life and the earth, but also we all have to do life, right? We all have to go to work. We all have to, take care of the kids, take care of family, take care of your finances and all that good stuff. So how do we show up? How do we practically speaking, show up in this world? So, a couple of the themes for this month, a couple of the themes that we're going to be looking at are, first of all, I know this seems maybe contradictory in some ways to everything going on, because when I say everything, I mean, if you're anything like me, you open up social media, you turn on the news of any kind, you start scrolling, and it's just like literally like bombs dropping, right? And sometimes when all of that's going on, we can feel very external, right? Our head is somewhere else, especially if you have someone who lives somewhere where there's something going on. You're concerned for them and this and that. And so part of what this month is also about, though, is not shying away from enjoying the sweetness of life. Even despite everything going on, I am sure of it, there is beauty and these moments of bliss happening in your lives today, tomorrow, and every day, right? We just have to be able to wake up our grateful heart to be able to see those and to not feel guilty about enjoying parts of our life that are meant to be enjoyed, right? We are beings that seek pleasure. That is, I'll say that's what life is all about, but not so much in a material way, right? We seek pleasure in lots of different ways. So this month's class and some of the things I'm going to talk about this month are releasing some of this pent up toxic energy, anything that we've taken on from the world around us that maybe isn't ours or isn't functional, isn't going to serve us. But then also, I was thinking about this prior to logging on today, is how we say like let go of what doesn't resonate and keep the rest, or whatever that phrase is. Lots of people have different phrases like this. I like this idea of like keep what activates you and let go of the rest. Right? There's so much information out there. We live in an age of technology where the world is at our fingertips. And so how can we learn to keep what is activating, right? In that, I'll say in a positive way, meaning we're not reacting, right? We're not freaking out. We're not going into a stress response. We're consuming something and it's activating us to either grow, get to know ourselves, show compassion, passion to others, whatever it is. But we're being activated and then letting go of the rest, because we're not meant to take on all things. Okay? So all of that, we're going to try to encapsulate all of those things into today's class. And the theme I want to really bring forward is this idea of this having a mindset of abundance and talking about abundance, because that's what nature is reflecting to us. It is March, even though it's early March, we've got a whole month of March to move through. We've got the equinox coming up mid to late March. And that really is when the tables start to turn and we start to look towards spring. In some areas, right now, even we have more spring than you might even have in the Arctic. But here in the Arctic, we have so much daylight already, which is just encouraging in and of itself. So, tuning in with that mindset of abundance from within.